Maura Higgins, the vivacious Irish personality who first enchanted audiences as a bombshell contestant on Love Island, is poised on the precipice of a career metamorphosis that could catapult her from reality TV darling to bona fide Hollywood contender. Her recent acting debut in the charming Irish comedy The Spin, directed by the visionary Michael Head, has not only charmed critics but sparked fervent conversations among industry heavyweights at a star-studded screening in London's Genesis Cinema. What began as a bold pivot from dating shows to dramatic arts has blossomed into a symphony of praise, with whispers of U.S. projects swirling like champagne bubbles at an afterparty. Higgins, fresh from personal upheavals and a renewed zeal for her craft, is proving that reinvention isn't just possible, it's her superpower. At its heart, The Spin is a love letter to camaraderie, music, and the stubborn fight against obsolescence. The plot unfurls across a whirlwind 2-day road trip through Ireland's emerald landscapes, where two lifelong friends, bound by their shared obsession with vinyl records, embark on a quixotic quest to rescue their beleaguered record shop from the jaws of closure. It's a narrative laced with nostalgia for analog eras, punctuated by eclectic soundtracks and heartfelt detours into memory lane. Head, known for his intimate portrayals of working-class dreams in films like The Sparrows of Kabul, infuses the story with a wry humor that captures Ireland's poetic soul. Think The Commitments meets Once, but with a modern edge on gentrification's toll on cultural havens. Higgins steps into this world as a co-lead, her character a fiery, quick-witted ally whose banter crackles like a needle on a turntable. Sharing the screen with Pussycat Dolls alumna Kimberly Wyatt, whose sultry poise grounds the ensemble, and Game of Thrones veteran Brenock O'Connor, whose brooding intensity adds layers of conflict, Higgins holds her own. Her performance, a blend of vulnerability and verve, has been the talk of post-screening receptions. Everyone was talking about Maura and how great she was, confided an insider to the Mirror. She can act and people were impressed. The room, packed with producers, agents and tastemakers, buzzed with affirmations. Higgins wasn't just participating, she was commanding. The Genesis Cinema event, with its velvet ropes and flashing bulbs, felt like a rite of passage. As the credits rolled, applause erupted not in polite courtesy but genuine fervor. Conversations spilled into the lobby, where top U.S. executives, fresh from LA's deal-making circuit, cornered Higgins's representatives, probing her availability and vision. There were a lot of important people from the film in that room, and conversations were taking place about what she does next, the source revealed. These weren't idle chats. They hinted at pilots, cameos, and perhaps a breakout role in a streaming series tailored for her magnetic energy. For Higgins, 34 and at a career crossroads, it's validation that her gamble on acting was prescient. This triumph arrives amid a tempestuous year that tested Higgins's resilience. Romantically, she navigated a high-profile split from Toei heartthrob Pete Wicks, a union that burned bright but fizzled under public glare. The breakup, splashed across tabloids with its requisite drama, left her raw but resolute. Then came the Snoggate scandal, a fleeting alcohol-fueled kiss with "I'm a celebrity, get me out of here" co-star Danny Jones that ignited headlines and fan debates. What could have derailed her instead became rocket fuel. Maura has channeled everything into her career after the Danny Snoggate, the insider noted. It's been a good distraction amongst all the madness, and she wants to prove to people she is more than a reality star. That determination shines through in The Spin, where her character's emotional arcs mirror Higgins's own, turning pain into propulsion. Higgins's path to this moment is a testament to grit. Emerging from Ireland's rural heartlands, she parlayed a gig as a glamour model into Love Island stardom in 2019, where her unfiltered candor and curvaceous allure won over viewers. Post-show, she diversified, hosting gigs on ITV, fashion collabs, and even a foray into podcasting. But acting beckoned as the ultimate challenge, a realm demanding nuance over novelty. Enrolling in workshops and shadowing directors, Higgins approached The Spin with the fervor of a convert. Head, spotting her raw talent during auditions, cast her intuitively, praising her natural rhythm that synced perfectly with the film's musical pulse. The film's themes resonate deeply in today's cultural landscape. Record shops, once temples of discovery, face extinction amid streaming's dominance, much like how reality stars battle typecasting. Higgins's role, a friend who belts out karaoke anthems while plotting capers, allows her to flex comedic timing honed on Love Island confessionals, now elevated for the big screen. Wyatt's character brings star power, her doll-era poise contrasting Higgins's earthy charm, while O'Connor's brooding foil adds tension, their trio navigating pub crawls, impromptu gigs and revelations that bind them tighter. Off-screen, Higgins has been reclaiming her narrative. A recent jaunt to Marrakesh with Guess jeans showcased her modeling chops anew, strutting sun-drenched runways in barely their bikinis that flaunted her hourglass figure and sun-kissed glow. Posing amid souks and riads, she exuded empowerment, captioning shots with mantras of self-love. It's a far cry from heartbreak headlines signaling a woman in full bloom. Back in London, the spin buzz has agents circling, with rumors of a transatlantic script read or a Netflix dramedy nod. Higgins, ever the optimist, views it as destiny's nudge. I've always said I'd love to act. Now it's happening and it feels right. Critics previewing the spin have singled out Higgins's breakout potential. Her delivery of lines laced with Dublin slang feels authentic, born from her Longford roots, while emotional scenes, a tearful vinyl spin under starry skies, reveal depths untapped on reality TV. Head's direction, with its sweeping drone shots of Irish cliffs and intimate close-ups of spinning records, amplifies her presence. As the film gears for wider release, Higgins stands as its beating heart, a symbol that talent transcends origins. In Hollywood's cutthroat arena, where accents are assets and authenticity sells, Higgins's Irish lilt and no-nonsense vibe could carve a niche akin to Saoirse Ronan's or Barry Keoghan's. She's not chasing Oscars yet, that's for later chapters, but proving her mettle in indie gems like this. The US exec's interest? It's the siren call of crossover appeal, where a Love Island alum becomes the next big import. For Higgins, it's poetic justice. From villa flirtations to silver screen sorcery, her spin on stardom is just beginning, promising twists more captivating than any plotline.